Welcome back to Seekonk, and there goes the 39 of R.J. Tefano off the racetrack on the hook. And that's a shame, Erin. He won his heat race earlier tonight.
Yeah, he was really strong in the heat race. Tough break.
Getting ready to go at the restart here, almost to the halfway point.
Double file restarts, they're always exciting as a driver because they bunch up the field, give you more of an opportunity to pass cars, but turn one can get a little hectic.
And it's a challenge for Bigelow because he's got everybody stacked up on him, and diving to the inside is the number 9 of Lamb. And the officials didn't, well, here's the reason why. The 32 is around. I thought for a minute the officials weren't too happy with it. It's Scott Bigelow who is around, as that's going to cause us to have our third caution, and we're going to start this one again. Bigelow get another chance to try to jump away from the 9 because, boy, Lamb was all over him.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I'm sure he wasn't too happy to see the caution come out. He had such a big lead early. The rest of the guys were hoping for the caution, which they got.
So if you know what Lamb did on the last restart, what do you do now?
You try to prevent it. If you know he's going to try to go to the inside, you try to enter a little lower. Try to go to the outside, you try to enter a little higher.
Lamb right back on him in the 9. Here he comes to the bottom again. Lamb right there, taking the lead away from Bigelow. And the 93 trying to follow suit as well. Here comes Jake Smith.
You got to keep an eye on PJ Sturgis. He was really strong in his heat races. There he is on the inside. Oh, way down below the yellow line, but made it work.
Using that inside berm to help turn the car.
Yeah, sometimes when you get that left front down in the berm, it actually transfers weight to the right rear.
Boy, he pushed his way past the 18 of Moniz, shoved him right up off the line, and the 11 is charging to the front. Also in the mix is a 51 of Cugini.
Yeah, you can see Sturgis right there. He's definitely using that line of the berm. Right down along the inside of the yellow line.
Smith working the 93, trying to get to the outside, now to the bottom. Here he comes, and there's a little bit of contact in there with the 18 car as he gets together with Moniz.
That was great. It was a nice crossover movement right now. They're nice and side by side.
Coming through as well, the 25 machine, Richie Morocco. First we've talked about him tonight. He's looking good here as we approach the halfway point.
Yep, using that bottom line just like Sturgis was. Sticking his left front down, transferring weight to the rear.
Still fighting in the middle of this is Rachin in the 29.
Yeah, he looks a little loose, and run the car loose like that, you got to watch out you don't kill your right rear tire.
That's the 9S coming through as well. 2 9s in this one. That's Swanson in the 9S. He's watching the battle in front of him, waiting to see if those two are going to get together. Maybe the door will open up. Krachin in that 29, really fighting that car a little bit more. You can see him really working the steering wheel. Here's the other 9 that we were talking about. This is Chris Lamb. Looks so strong here now.
Yeah, he's been fast all night. He's running that bottom line.
And he's got traffic to deal with now, including Meg Cugini in the 41. And that's going to allow the 11 to come sliding through the bottom.
That was a great move by Sturgis. Kind of sat and waited until they made mistakes in front of him and took advantage of it.
We said traffic was going to be an issue on this tight third of a mile circle. And boy, it came into play there as we changed the lead over with less than halfway to go.
Yeah, this long green flag run, lap traffic is becoming a factor for sure.
Just a handful of laps remaining here in this 29 lap affair. Bigelow, who led so many laps in the early stages of this main event, now just fighting to stay near the front as the yellow comes out once again.
Yeah, you had pressure on him there.
And the problem is Ryan Preece in the 04, one of the stars in the NASCAR Modified Series. Big issues with that right front.
Yeah, major front end damage. Obviously made contact with the car, another wall. That was bad.
Getting a look at Sturgis' number 11. Trying to keep some heat in those tires.
Yep, scrubbing off the marbles, getting heat in the tires.
Craig Merriman, NEMA official, telling him, getting lined up, guys and gals, are ready to go.
Now we go single file on the race starters.
And just a short sprint to the checkers, too. So if you're in the 11 of Sturgis, what are you trying to do in the start?
You just try to get a really good start. Kind of not tell them when you're going to go, try to just take off. He did a good job of it right there.
Tries to protect the bottom the best he can. Does a pretty good job of holding them off right now.
Yeah, that was a nice clean restart. They all kind of took off at the same time.
Smith in the 93 still trying to hold on to position here. Up near the top 5. Top 3 should be a pretty good run for him as we wind this one down with just a couple of laps to go.
Yeah, he's got a nice comfortable lead right now.
Sturgis out front. One more lap to go.
I don't see any lap traffic in front of him. He's probably happy about that.
Back into 3 and 4 to the checkered flag, and the win in the NEMA Lites here at the Boston Louie Seymour Memorial will go to the number 11 of PJ Sturgis. And Smith will hang on for the finish there in the 93. He'll maintain that position, but Sturgis fought through the field and takes the win. Before we go to victory lane, let's hear from the man who will be starting on the pole for the big NEMA Midgets coming up.
Well, Ralph, he won the heat race earlier in the evening, and that puts the 30 of Paul Dangerous Scally on the pole. Paul, do you have what it takes to win the main event?
Yeah, I believe we have what it takes. We've been working hard in this car all day, and I think we're going to do it.
What are some of the changes you made to the car before the main? When we spoke to you in the heat, you said you needed to make some changes.
We broke the rear brake caliper in the heat race. We broke the drive shaft earlier in practice, and we've actually been fixing stuff all day, so I think we got it.
We'll see Paul Scally and the rest of the big NEMA Midgets when we come back to Seekonk. And we'll also have a chance to hear from PJ Sturgis, the winner of the Lites race. Speed Sport comes back to Massachusetts.
Driving for Boston Louie was, he just was kind of like the godfather to everybody. It's everybody wanted to drive his cars, and he was a very small guy size-wise, but the impact he had on racing was huge.
Race fans, whether you love dirt, asphalt, 2 wheels, or 4, you need to be Speed Sport equipped with cool t-shirts, awesome caps, and great Speed Sport swag. You can get your limited edition merchandise now. Just go to nationalspeedsportnews.com, click on the store link, and start shopping. Throwback tees, shop racks, and everything you need to be ready for the races. That's nationalspeedsportnews.com. Click the store link.